guys, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's your baby girl Gloria, aka Sexy Glidel. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you guys so much. Keep supporting your girl. If you're newbie here, you're highly welcome. Please do well to consider subscribing to my channel and make sure you thumbs up this video. See, we have here my beloved husband.
Hi guys.
Yeah, so if you're new to this channel, this is my husband right here, and he's here to discuss this particular issue that has been ongoing in the UK. Sit back, relax, and continue watching. Guys, we're back, and in today's video we'll be talking about why do couples divorce when they relocate to the UK. This is a very vital topic, and that is why I invited my husband to come sit with me on this particular topic. So Boo Boo, I would like to know, do you have a reason? Do you know the reason, or do you have an insight on why the rate of divorce is really high here in the UK, especially migrants? When they come in, they easily divorce and forget about the memories they've shared and every other thing.
Yeah, before I go into that question, I have to tell you first, you're introducing me like somebody that have not been here for a very long time now. At least you should welcome me with fowl, cola nuts, or something. I haven't, you know, you have to welcome me with something. Don't just do, no, you have to welcome the ghost. well, it's all right. Thank you guys for supporting my girl. Thank you for all you'll be doing. Thank you for follow. Thank you for all the things. Thank you for subscription. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the views. You know, it's quite interesting being here again, and I appreciate you. Considering why people divorce or couples divorce when they relocate to UK, I think this is a big topic. It shouldn't just end in one episode. It's a long episode if we have to start discussing them, because I'm not quite sure, but from my own point of view and from the people experience, stories that I've had, issues, I can barely point out some factors that might be a hindrance, you know. But first, before I go into this issue, I just want to talk about, like, when people relocate to UK, they don't see the advantage of working together as a couple, in the sense that it is quite unfortunate that people come to this country where that word two good head are better than one, and they tend to not to take advantage of it. It's only in this country where if you and your partner work together, respect each other, share opinion, financially and otherwise, do everything together, it's possible for you guys to achieve something big in tickle of times. But often some people neglect those things and they think they can build it alone. Just build alone, build on your own. No, it's not possible. You cannot achieve anything on your own in this country. It's going to be quite exhausting. I remember when my wife was schooling and I was working alone, it wasn't easy. I must tell you the truth. It wasn't easy. It was really difficult, you know. Even when as a man, I faced some big challenges. But when she graduated and she started contributing, easing some expenses and trying to set off some bills and other things, it really gave me relief, and I felt change in my life, and that's a big relief. So imagine me alone having to pass through all those processes forever or for a very long time. It's quite disturbing.
That's a lot, yeah.
And as a people come to this country as a couple, you have the tendency of achieving something great when you work together.
Yeah.
But they tend to tear themselves apart, and which is appalling and is a pity. So, but if we are considering and looking at the factors that might actually be the reason why people divorce when they come to UK, for me, I would start saying, first, you have to look at the situation of the marriage. If the marriage is not cracked before, because most of these people relocating to UK, they have a lot of grievance, hatred somewhere stored in the bladder, pains in the liver, you know. A lot of I will pay you back in the kidney, a lot of things in the heart, years of pains. People have accumulated hatred and one thing or the other, and they have kept it to themselves. Yeah. And when you keep, like, according to what the catechist taught us during our time in marriage, when you keep a mileage for a very long time, you sleep over it, it multiplies.
Yeah.
You keep it to the next day, it multiplies too. You wake up with it to the next day. So it is good to offset any quarrel or misunderstanding you have as quick as possible, you know, because when you sleep over those things, it keep on multiplying. And before you know, you're going around with bunch of hatred for your partner. You're living in the same house, and you think anything is going to get better. Nothing is going to ever get better, and it keep on multiplying when you sleep on it every day.
Yeah.
So people tend to have cracked marriage already before coming to UK. That is my own first point, because I don't see any reason why people just come to UK in tickle of eye. Some people are not even barely up to 2 years, 1 year. They're already talking about excuses. Another factor that might be there, couples not prioritizing each other, in the sense that it's a very big thing to care for yourself and your partner. It's a very big responsibility. And when you consider the nature of this country, where you have to work, do overtime, another thing, you know, chase money, chase bill, you know, family stuff. So some people tend not to prioritize their marriage or their self, take care of their self, you know, build friendship with their family, spend quality times together, you know.
Yeah.
Do other things.
Yeah, let me come in here. You just said a point that just came into my head now, and what I want to say is lack of communication. There's a particular scenario that happened, and I'm like, why will you do that? Like, how can one be picking extra shifts at work without telling their partner? I don't know if you understand it. Like, you don't communicate effectively to your partner, and you said this is your husband, and the next minute your husband is just coming back from work. The next minute you're telling me, babe, today's my off, but I don't pick shifts. I don't understand. Do you understand? That's the point. So maybe now you never can tell what the plan the man already had for the evening, for the family. Okay, let me have family time with my family. And the next minute, you are saying that you don't already pick shift. You carry your 2 small bag and your leg come out. Like, you're hustling the money, but do you have time to spend that money? That's another thing. People should learn to communicate effectively with their partner. If it is yes, it is yes. If it is no, it is no. You see me, I always like to prioritize my family first before any other thing. Why? Because if you die, they are replacing you immediately. You should get that at the back of your head. No one is indispensable. So when it comes to all of this, ask yourself, if my back is paining me, or my leg, or my neck, will these people come to my house and give me the money that I am looking for, or my family the money that I'm looking for? I don't know if people understand. So another thing again is, people, because of the work they do now in the UK, you know, some people like me, I didn't really work well the way I'm working now. Yeah. When I was in Nigeria, I was just like an housewife, but yeah, I'm currently working, and I would say some of the times when I come back from work, I feel very tired, but it doesn't stop me from doing what I'm supposed to do.
You're right.
It doesn't stop me from. So if you are the type of person that will feel like, I'm just coming back from work, I beg, I don't tire, I don't go fit do anything. You leave your family, you leave your children, you don't even cater for anybody, you don't, nothing concern the next one, you don't carry your bag again, go out to work, then you're doing it wrongly. What you have to do is try as much as possible to put down a laid down plan, because see, you might be doing all of these things. At the end of it, along the line, you're losing yourself, you're losing your family, you're losing everything. So if you're going to work, have it at the back of your mind that you're coming back to meet your family. And when you come back from work, the little you can do it, freshen up, lay down, go the next day. See, I used to tell people, if you don't tell yourself that you have this energy, my sister, you will keep grieving. You'll be going to work, coming back, saying you are tired. At the end of the day, you will never be useful. You will never be productive at all in this UK.
Lack of communication is a very important thing in every situation, every marriage, even common friendship. If you don't communicate with your good friend, you tend to lose the relationship and the way of communication, you know.
Yeah.
So in couple, it is very important to always let your partner know what your rota is like. You know, working together as a partner in this country is quite challenging, especially when you have kids to take care of as a responsibility. So it's quite challenging. So you have to know what your rota is like, because it is very important you look at your rota, and sometimes the rota might even crash that your wife is coming in now, you're going out, or maybe you might not even see yourself till the whole shift is over. that if you barely have 2 days off or 3 days off, you still want to use those 2 days or 3 days to take extra shift. You know, and those you have not seen your wife for days. But you still have those days. You have to use those days and do some barbecue, relax your life. If you drink, get yourself good cold beer, have time with your wife, you know, with your children, have moments, visit park, do good things for yourself, enjoy your life, spend time with your family, watch movie, you know, add that family activity to your life. You cannot run family without bringing activities together, because one thing I know for sure is that there's nothing that keeps community more together like events, like occasional events.
Yeah.
It brings everybody together. They want to be part of that event, and that is why they are waiting for that very date. So everybody's coming down. So if you have activity in your home, a regular activity that is being carried out, be it 2 times in a week or once in a week, is a very big something for a couple to survive together. It's a very big something for the family. It's a very big something for the kids. It gives them a lot of memory about their parents and what their parents do and how they manage life. But if you think a week can just go by and you're chasing hours, shift here and there, when your wife, you might end up having your best friend at your workplace, and you're losing the most important friend you should have at home. You're losing those attention you're supposed to give those your friends. You start seeing your colleagues as your best friend, who you go to work and want to discuss a very, very important issues regarding your marriage. The things that you should have used time to iron out in your marriage, you find yourself discussing it with your colleagues to give you advice. And you know, most of them, they are in the same category like you. They can never give you something fruitful. So it's you that is your problem, and the problem is going outside looking for solution. It's merely looking at the problem, you can barely find the solution. So a lot of people are not prioritizing their family, their life, you know,
lack of communication,
you know, family and other things. So you have to prioritize all these things. See them, your life, yourself, look good. Some people barely look good in the country because they are chasing hours. They barely find things to enjoy their life, go out, you know, spend money. You know, there's quite problem everywhere. People have life challenges, financial challenges, but my brother, you must enjoy your life while you're working hard.
Yeah.
Because if anything happened today, the little service you have in your account, you're not going to be there to know how it's going to be spent.